You didn't just wake up feeling different. Something just broke into your body, and now it's running the show. You're not tired. You're not lazy. Your body knows what your mind hasn't caught up to yet. The sun has entered Taurus, and something deep just shifted inside you. This isn't just astrology. This is a full-body reboot. Today, the sun entered Taurus, and it didn't sneak in quietly. It dropped into your system like a weight, and everything shifted. You might not know what changed yet, but your body does. You must be aware of what's shifting in your field, because if you're not, it'll start making choices for you. And if strange little coincidences have been happening lately, like thinking of someone and they suddenly message you, or seeing symbols repeat for no reason, keep watching, because there's one specific reason this is happening right now, and I'll explain it later. But first, if you feel like sharing, drop a comment about what's been feeling off for you lately, even the small stuff. You're not the only one, and you might be surprised who's going through the same. Because the shift, it's only just begun. And if you think this is only for certain people, wait until you realize no one gets out untouched. This isn't a vibe. This is a takeover. The sun in Taurus isn't here to whisper in your ear. It's here to reshape the ground beneath you. It doesn't care if you're a Pisces, a Leo, or if you don't even believe in any of this. Earth energy doesn't ask for permission, it activates, and everyone is in the blast zone. Taurus just grabbed the wheel. This isn't a chill, laid-back, earth sign moment. This is ancient-rooted, body-first energy dragging you out of the mental loops and into something real. And here's the twist. For some people, this energy feels like a haunting. But for others, it's the gateway to their next spiritual upgrade. And trust me, you're going to want to hear this part because you've probably started to notice it. You're walking, scrolling, washing dishes, and then it hits you. The way the sun falls on the floor, the pattern in a chipped mug, the quiet moment where nothing is happening, and yet it feels like everything is. This isn't nostalgia. This is Taurus. The sun in Taurus doesn't just shift the energy, it retunes the frequency of your soul to beauty. Not glamour, not spectacle, just raw, small beauty that normally slips past unnoticed. And the weirdest part? It doesn't feel emotional, it feels cellular. Like something inside you is realigning every time your eyes land on something simple and oddly perfect. A single ray of light on the wall can be a cosmic event if you're ready to see it. People think they're getting distracted, spaced out, even wasting time. But no, that lingering gaze, that pause when your hand hovers over a smooth stone, that involuntary smile when a stranger laughs 2 blocks away, it's all part of the recalibration. You're syncing with Earth again, with stillness, with slow magic. And when that happens, your nervous system gets a chance to breathe. Taurus teaches you to heal by noticing what's already perfect. And trust this, when your perception shifts like that, your reality will start bending with it. But before that fully kicks in, you might notice something strange. Someone's talking, rambling, vaguely chaotic, maybe even saying things that feel off. And suddenly, in your body, not your mind, there's this pressure, a pulse that says, that's not real, that's not your truth. But instead of snapping back, explaining, correcting, you go quiet. Because Taurus energy doesn't argue, it doesn't explain, it simply knows. Silence isn't surrender. Sometimes it's your spirit saying, I'm not matching that frequency. This Taurus sun is building something in you. Energetic authority. The strength to sense distortion without needing to correct it with words. The grace to hold truth in your field so powerfully that others start shifting without you even saying a thing. You may find yourself walking away from certain convos, mid-sentence, not out of rudeness, but because your body physically rejects the noise. You might find your expression going flat while someone talks, not because you're annoyed, but because you've already disengaged energetically. And here's what's wild. People will feel it. They'll sense the shift in your energy, and they won't know what just happened. This is silent recalibration. This is the new strength Taurus is pulling from your bones. True power is when you no longer need to explain your boundaries. They speak for you. There's no perfect lighting, no fresh haircut. Maybe you didn't even sleep well, but you catch your reflection and something clicks. This isn't vanity. This isn't a glow-up moment engineered by filters or angles. It's deeper. What you're seeing is the body recognizing the soul inside it. Taurus doesn't upgrade your looks, it upgrades your perception. You might notice you're no longer picking apart your features. The part of your mind that used to scan for flaws, it's quieter now, almost like it doesn't have a job anymore. Instead, there's a groundedness, a gentle curiosity, maybe even a weird pride. Not because you've changed, but because you've landed. This is embodiment, the kind Taurus brings, where your body stops being an enemy or a project and starts becoming a partner. And when that happens, your energy field shifts. People respond differently. Compliments feel more genuine. Clothes fit differently. Your reflection starts to match your frequency, not society's checklist. The real beauty shift isn't external. It's when your nervous system finally accepts your own presence. And yes, it's going to feel strange at first. Liking yourself without fixing anything, that's radical. But it's also a quiet revolution, and it's just beginning. Because once you like what you see, you'll stop feeling the need to explain why you're worthy. Someone asks you why you didn't text back. Someone questions your opinion. Someone expects you to bend, to explain, to justify. And suddenly, you don't. Not out of defiance, but because the need is gone. Taurus doesn't rush to clarify. It doesn't beg to be understood. It just is. And now that energy is moving through you, you'll start noticing how often you used to explain yourself to keep peace, to be liked, to avoid guilt, and how unnatural that feels now. Not rude, not cold, just outdated. It's not detachment. It's the confidence that comes from no longer needing to be seen to exist. You're not shrinking. You're stabilizing, not proving, just living. That urge to overperform, it's dissolving. You'll find yourself doing less and being more. And strangely, it works. People trust you more. Your presence deepens. Your choices hold weight. Why? Because Taurus doesn't perform for approval, it embodies truth. And when you start living from that space, silence becomes magnetic. Not the awkward kind, the potent kind. Power is when you stop chasing permission and start trusting your own timing. And just when you settle into that strength, reality starts bending around you. Things show up, paths clear, as if the world finally caught up to your frequency. Remember when I said, if you've been thinking about someone and they suddenly messaged you, there's one specific reason that's happening right now. This is it. With this shift, your frequency became louder than your words. You're not manifesting harder, you're manifesting cleaner. Thoughts that used to stay locked in your mind are now leaking into reality. You think of a song and it plays. You casually mention a trip and someone offers to go. It's not magic, it's resonance. Taurus tunes your energy into a stable enough signal that reality can actually receive it. Before, your field was glitchy, too many doubts, mixed desires, rushed intentions. Now, it's quieter, clearer. And that's why things are clicking faster. Alignment doesn't require effort, it requires coherence. You're not hustling the universe, you're becoming a magnet. Because here's the secret. Taurus teaches you how to want without grasping. It teaches you that your desire is enough, as long as you sit in it instead of chasing it. But here's what no one warns you about. When your field stabilizes, it becomes more powerful, yes, but also more responsive. And while most people start manifesting cleaner, with more clarity, ease, and alignment, some may still accidentally call things in, simply because their energy lingered in a place their soul didn't actually want. A quiet doubt, a buried fear, an old pattern running in the background, that's all it takes. Accidental manifestation is real, not because you're doing it wrong, but because now, even your quietest emotions carry a signal. Taurus doesn't just align your desires, it reflects your undercurrents. And if you're not fully conscious of what you're holding, the universe might take a whisper as a request. This is a gift, yes, but also a responsibility. Because when your frequency is this clean, the universe listens to everything. You scroll past someone's post, they're glowing, they're traveling, they're in love, they're making moves, and out of nowhere, this sharp, silent ache shows up in your chest. It doesn't say much, it just pulls. You don't want to admit it, but there it is. And your first instinct is to brush it off. Good for them, you tell yourself, while something in you whispers, but what about me? Now pause. Right there. This isn't just jealousy, this is spiritual intel. Maybe you're not really envious of their life, you're waking up to a part of yours that's been starving. And this can be good and bad for you. This is what Taurus energy does. It drags the spotlight away from the performance and forces it into your body, into your desire, into the parts of you you've kept quiet because it didn't feel like the right time, or you didn't feel ready enough, or worse, worthy enough. It's not petty, it's precise. It's your soul pointing at something you're meant to own, but haven't given yourself permission to pursue. Maybe it's not just about the relationship, or the success, or the body, or the lifestyle. Maybe it's about the fact that you once wanted those things too, but you talked yourself out of it. You told yourself you were fine with less, that you'd wait, that it wasn't for you. So here's what you do. Instead of spiraling into shame, study the jealousy. When you decode jealousy, it turns into a map. It shows you where to heal, what to chase, what to reclaim. It reveals where you've settled, where you've dimmed, where you've disqualified yourself from your own desires. And Taurus doesn't want you to envy. It wants you to embody. This is the moment where you stop looking at their life and start building yours, brick by brick, rooted in real, grounded worth. This isn't a subtle shift, it's a full-body rewrote. The sun has officially entered Taurus, and whether your mind has caught up or not, your nervous system already knows. You're not just feeling different, you're being redirected. The fiery push from Aries, it's done its job. Dreams don't mean anything until your body believes them. This season isn't about chasing, it's about holding, about committing to what's been stirring beneath the surface. And yes, there are symptoms, some beautiful, some uncomfortable. You might feel more grounded, or suddenly more sensitive. You might feel peace or pressure. But it's not about avoiding the symptoms. It's about becoming aware of them, so they don't start running your life from the background. It's not what you attract. It's what you're willing to sustain. And that's the real shift. You're not being asked to prove. You're being asked to build, to show up for what you say you want, and finally stop abandoning it. So if everything suddenly feels heavier, more real, more permanent, it's because it is. The earth just took the wheel. And this time, there's no skipping steps. But if you're ready to follow through, this might just be the moment everything starts to stick. If you're still watching, I'd like to thank you for your attention. If you enjoyed the content and want to see more, please consider clicking the subscribe button. Your support is very appreciated. Feel free to share your experiences or thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, take care and subscribe for more insightful content.